Yo, what's up, guys? So, 3 times. I think I made a Spur Posse follow up 3 different times, and I deleted all of them. Each time I would upload, it'd be up for a week to a month, and then I'd delete it. I promise you this is the final one I'm making, and I'm done. But first, I'll give you guys an explanation for why I've deleted the past 3. To be honest with you guys, I get kinda torn on the videos. I care a lot about putting my message out correctly and making sure that it's interpreted the right way. And I didn't think that the past few videos were really what I wanted on the topic. And I think I spent too much time on the topic in each of them. So I'm keeping this one short and brief, and I'm also talking about other stuff. So I'm gonna lay it down right now. No, I am not making a Where Are They Now video on the Spur Posse members because I do not care where they are now. And I don't think you should either. The story is about something that happened in the 90s. It's not about where they are now. We can only hope that they're happy and that they've moved past this and they aren't the same way that they used to be back then. And that they've come to grips with what they did and they moved on. I'm talking more about the guys in the interviews more than the guys who actually committed crimes. Those guys I care about even less. I don't care what they're doing. But as for the guys in the video, which a lot of people want to know where they are now, because none of the guys in the footage in the video really they, not that we know of, did any lewd conduct or acts of sexual assault that we know of. One of the guys in the video passed away back in the 90s. I'm not gonna get into which one, but they're people. This happened almost 30 years ago. It's over now for them, and the people I really care about is the victims. I really hope they're the ones that are doing good now. I think that's all that needs to be said about Where Are They Now. I don't think we need a follow-up because they could be different people now. It doesn't necessarily mean that them back in 1992 is how they are today. They could be. They could still be like that, but who cares? Who cares? It's not about that. It's about the story and the acts that were committed at the time, not about what they're doing, in the modern day. My video has gotten mostly positive responses. The video is almost 2 years old. In a few months, it's going to be 2 years old. In about 5 months or so. It's going to be a 2-year-old documentary, and I'm just now making an actual follow-up that I want to make. The past few videos I've been reacting to it and breaking it down. I realize I don't want to do that. There's not much to say about my own video. If you want to watch it, you can go watch it. If you don't have to. But yeah, I don't want to do a reaction to it either. I don't know. I wish I didn't keep that in because I want to do kind of a director's cut on it, but I don't particularly want my opinions out there on it because I like to stay unbiased, and my opinions in the long run do not matter. I made the documentary, I put the story out there, but I didn't get praise for my take on it. I didn't get praise for what my thoughts were, and I don't want to get praise for what my thoughts are. I want to put the story out there, and I did that. I accomplished it. The people who watched it know about it now. That's all I wanted to do. I don't want to give my thoughts into it. I don't want to do a Where Are They Now. And I think I did my job to put it out there. It's still not a very mainstream, well-known story, and it is what it is. I did my part, and I think it's time that I personally let it rest. You guys can go out there and do whatever research you want, try to find some stuff on it, try to search archives, see what you can find. But I'm done with the story, and I want to move on, and I actually want to get into the second part of this video, which is what's coming up. I want to make more documentaries on different things, similar to the Spur Posse incident. My last video was about a true crime story that actually I've always found interesting. So you guys can check that out, it'd mean a lot. It wasn't my best video. I just kind of threw the story together, which is all I like to do. I just like to put the story out there, but these next few videos I want to put a lot more work into, a little more dedication, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. So yeah, long story short, there's a lot coming up for this channel, but it's not going to be Spur Posse related because I want to move on from the Spur Posse. And I'm really, but that's not to say I'm not grateful that I made the documentary. I'm grateful I made it, and I'm grateful that I got the reception that it got. I didn't think many people were going to care. But, seems almost 7,000 people, decided to click on the video, or at least the video was clicked 7,000 times, which is, I enjoy. I like that you guys enjoyed it. And also, back in May of 2020 during quarantine, I got an award in my school district's film festival for best documentary. So I got this little trophy. So yeah, I guess that's cool. Yeah, I do these documentaries and filmmaking for fun. I did that, in all honesty, I did that video for a class. It was in our documentary section of the semester, and I wanted an interesting story. So I asked my teacher about what would be a good edgy topic to do. And he told me to do one about the Spur Posse. And I didn't know what the that was. And he told me about the whole story, and he said he had archives from Jenny Jones and all these, different talk shows that they went on. And I was intrigued. I'm like, because when I would do research on it, I couldn't find any footage really. I found a picture of what, one of them looked like, and that was about it. And it was just it was a hard thing to make a documentary on if you didn't have the footage. And he told me he had it archived from the 90s. And me and my crewmates, we decided that we were gonna sit there and watch all the hours of it, which we skimmed for the most part. But the real person who really had to sit there and really skim the whole thing, he probably watched it all, was my editor, Tona. I feel like didn't get enough praise in this whole thing. A lot of the praise went on to me, and they all said thank you for being, thank you for putting this out there. But Tona edited the whole thing, so I did all the research and I put the narration together and the story together. But Tona had to go through and find all the footage and all that. This was meant to be kind of like my follow-up to the Spur Posse, but really I do want to throw out there the people that put it together. It was more than just me. It wasn't just me. Everyone in the credits, they were all people that contributed to it, and I think they deserve a special thanks as well for also seeing through the footage. And I mean especially Tona, because Tona sat there and watched more footage than I did, and that was some dedication with how much footage there was. There was actually a whole other reel of footage from the news. It was just them being interviewed on the news. It was about an hour long of footage, and we didn't get it downloaded correctly because one of our crew members screwed up, and he knows who he is. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was a mistake. It was just a little mistake, and we couldn't. But it is what it is. You guys seem to enjoy the footage we did have. I even lost that footage, to be honest. I don't have anything of it anymore except for what I've uploaded, because it got deleted off my Google Drive because it took up a lot of space, and I thought that if I downloaded it to another Google Drive, it would save on the other Google Drive. But since it was only shared, I technically lost the sharing. It's complicated. I lost all the footage. If I really work hard and contact the right people, I could get it back. But yeah, for right now it's gone. I got nothing. I got nothing else to upload about the Spur Posse, and I'm not going to. This is a conclusion. This is it. If I somehow absolutely am having like a nostalgic moment where I just want to revisit the Spur Posse, yeah, I will go back and I'll get new footage and I'll make some kind of, if you guys absolutely want it, I'll make some kind of follow up. But it won't be anytime soon. But if that's something you guys want to see, leave a comment. But yeah, as of right now, I want to move on to different topics. Not only topics that have gone on around in my area, just different things I want to talk about. I'm majoring in journalism at my college right now, and I'm really into the whole documentary news, reporting on stories type thing. I like that a lot. I don't really want to be a news anchor, but I am for sure somewhat of a journalist. I like to put the stories out there and all that, and try to be unbiased about it because we live in a very opinionated time. But yeah, so that's it. Uh, that's my follow up. I'm done. I'm done with it for right now. Like I said, if something comes up and you guys absolutely are begging on your knees for me to upload more, which I mean, like, it would have to be a few people because I know a few good handful of you want to see it, but it's a lot of work to get some of that other footage back. So it's gonna be tough to do. So it'd have to be like something you guys really want to see. But for those of you who are just here for the ride, I got more coming out. I know it's might not be as interesting or as unique as the Spur Posse story because that was a story that doesn't have a lot on it. I'm kind of one of the main. If you type in Spur Posse on YouTube, I'm the first one that comes up, I believe, which is interesting. But yeah, if you guys absolutely want to know where they are now, if you type in their name on YouTube, you'll find a video. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll find a video. Um, So yeah, and a few of you already have found the video from what I've seen in the comments on there. So yeah, and that's it. I'm wrapping it up now. May the story rest. This is for sure the conclusion to the story. The story's over. I'm letting it rest. The only thing that might be coming out from this is some more footage, and that's it. I'm done with the Spur Posse. There won't be a part 2 or anything. It's done. The story is happened in the 90s. It's over. We're moving on. We're moving on. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'd appreciate if you could subscribe and like this video. And go give my last video some love if you can. So thank you guys. Much appreciated.